New Zealand current issues. The unemployment rate. Imagine struggling to raise your family, or even just look after yourself. What you are now imagining is what thousands of people go through in their everyday life in New Zealand. Therefore, this must now come to an end. Unemployment does not always come to a point where people go homeless and hungry, but when people are unemployed for long enough, this is the case. Do you ever see homeless eating out in the bins in the street? If not, you must be blind, as it happens all of the time. Becoming homeless isn't the only problem. When some people can't earn money, they become desperate enough to actually steal it. Focus question 1. What is the background to the issue? In 1992, the unemployment rate peaked at 10.6%. By 1998, the rate improved by 2.9%, which takes it to 7.7%. In 2007, the unemployment rate fell to a low of 3.7%. Sadly, the unemployment rate started rising again, but stopped rising when it hit 6.9% in 2012. In 2013, the unemployment rate decreased by 0.7% to 6.2%. The new current unemployment rate in 2015 is 5.6%. The unemployment rate is too high and it must be decreased. Obviously, it is not expected that the unemployment rate will reach 0%, as there are always new people entering the labour force or changing jobs. Therefore, there is always some level of unemployment. This graph shows that males used to be more commonly unemployed than females, but this changed by 2002. The retirement age in New Zealand is 65, and this graph shows that there are more unemployed adults than there are retired elderly. This graph shows that Pacific Islanders and Maoris used to be more commonly unemployed, but nowadays there are more unemployed Middle Eastern, Latin American, and African. Focus question 2. What are the groups involved and their perspectives? The labour force is the group of people that are employed, and they do not all have one joint perspective, as the labour force consists of 94.4% of the working age population of New Zealand. The other group of people involved with this issue is obviously the unemployed. Their perspectives of the issue is that they don't want to be unemployed and they want money to live better lives. The government is the final group involved with the issue, and they think that the unemployment rate is unacceptable and that the unemployment rate needs to be decreased. Focus question 3. What are the actions the groups are or are not taking? Actions the labour force are taking in this issue is that they occasionally give small donations to beggars, but really this is not enough. Actions that the unemployed are making is either going job seeking or becoming beggars. Again, this is not enough to solve the issue. The government are making the biggest effort in this issue. Sometimes they give the unemployed housing or put them on benefits. This helps the unemployed, but it does not really reduce the unemployed. Focus question 4. What are some possible solutions to this problem? Solutions. A possible solution to this issue is lessening other people's wages. By doing this, the company will be able to afford more employees. Another possible solution to unemployment is for the unemployed to go back to school and make themselves seem more attractive. In other words, to make them seem more employable. Unemployment is an issue that must be solved. The unemployment rate is too high at 5.6%. The actions that the labour force, the government and the unemployed themselves are taking are not enough. Unemployed can be solved and it must be solved to save the economy of New Zealand as a country.